Welcome, CMS Cross Country alumni and team. I'm Brad Agard from the class of Harvey Mudd in '94 and one of the organizers of this event. Normally, our cross country alumni event would have been in the fall, and today, the first Saturday in February, would be the alumni track meet. This year, of course, everything is different. So today, we're gathering the CMS cross country community online. Mark Sutton, our former director of athletics and now director of advancement athletics, initiated the planning for this event. We're going to start off with some introduction, followed by some alumni sharing stories. They're going to test your knowledge of CMS cross country with an interactive trivia game. Then we'll have 2 short breakout sessions to allow people to reconnect and meet other alumni in the current team. And at the end, we'll just let people mingle in several different breakout rooms as they wish. First, I'd like to introduce Erica Jasper, the director of athletics. Erica comes from the tennis world, having coached at the Division I level and been the chief operating officer of the Intercollegiate Tennis Association before starting as director of athletics in June 2019. She's taken up running, so don't be surprised if you see her on the track. Erica.
Thanks, Brad, for the great introduction and letting me join today. It's pretty awesome to see all these faces and names that I've seen in some record books and team photos and whatnot, and the span of generations is fairly awesome. As Brad said, I started as athletic director in June of 2019. Unfortunately, the last 11 months have not probably been any of our ideals for any of us, but definitely challenging for our coaches and student athletes. But I think one of the awesome things that has come out of the pandemic and some of the challenges we've faced, and while some of us are definitely zoomed out on a daily basis, I think the ability to do this and, pull close to 100 folks, and we may break 100 here, at some point together, where doing that in person a lot of times is just challenging. Everyone's spread across the country. So this has been an awesome experience, and the ability to bring all of you back. And also, I think just the planning that's gone into this, bringing together our current students to plan an alumni event with alums from all generations is pretty amazing. Obviously, our cross-country program has a really storied and successful history, which is credit to all of you, the hard work. But I think probably what struck me the most over the past kind of year and a half is the strong team culture that comes with it. And I think in terms of carrying on the tradition, our current students are doing a phenomenal job. And we also couldn't be more thrilled to have a phenomenal new coach to help build on that tradition. So I know some of you have gotten to know Coach Muncan in her short time here. Obviously, she was a great athlete and competitor in her own right, but I think what you'll find about her and what makes her tremendously special is her passion for teaching and coaching. And that really shone through from the first interaction I've ever had with her. And I know her students are starting to enjoy this. She's someone who understands the big picture, which I think for all of you who are now, like me, former athletes living in the real world, she understands kind of the lessons and learning opportunities that you get from playing a competitive sport at a high level. But she also is darn competitive. And if anything I've learned about Athena and Stag Cross Country is you all like to win. Like, you love to be on a great team and you love to have good relationships and meals and call-ins, but you like the W's and the podium. So she's a tremendous fit. We're happy to welcome her on the team. I'm so proud to help lead this CMS team, but I will kick it to Coach Marina Muncan, and she can have the floor. Thanks for letting me join today.
Thank you, Erica. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. And I hope you find this event to be a fun way to reconnect with your former teammates and meet our current team. I feel very, very lucky to be part of this amazing community. And feeling really lucky to have these incredible young men and women on my team that continue to work hard during this time, and they cannot wait for the opportunity to represent all of you and make you proud. Let's just stay on schedule. I'll be quick. So thanks all of you that helped me plan this event. I did pretty much nothing. Let's get this party started. Rafer?
Thanks, Coach Marina. It's fantastic to have you here. I think we're all super excited to see what you bring to the program, and can't wait to get started. So getting started for today, we're going to start off with some great stories of the, I guess, tales of CMS legend. I don't know about legend, but you know, I think it's fair to say that we're all here because of this common experience we've had with the team. But on the other hand, we've all had our own unique path. So who better to exemplify that unique path than somebody who's a fantastic teammate, and then a fantastic captain, and then somebody who went to run D1 for a year, just because, you know, they're that awesome. And then who came back to run to help us out as an assistant coach. Stags and Athenas, please welcome Jen Teve. Jen, it's great to have you.
Hey everyone, thanks Rafer. I wish I were sitting next to you in Collins and watching you eat your beige foods. But this is really great to see everyone. I feel honored to get to speak to all of you too. So I joined the team in a bit of an untraditional way. I met a few people on the team when I started at Scripps. And like all normal people would think, I was like, oh, running at 6 a.m. every day sounds awesome. So let me email Goldhammer and say I want to join the track team in the spring. Sure enough, I email him in September and he's like, oh no, it's too late. Try again next year. Everyone told me there was no point in fighting him, which turned out to be true. So I decided to wait, and the next fall he said okay. So there I went, started that first day of practice, and have never in my life been so sore after all those bag walks. And that basically started the best 3 years of my life, and the best thing that's ever happened to me is joining this team. And there are way too many amazing memories to recount in this short amount of time. But one of those was my senior year. I came back in great shape, and Goldhammer wrote a handwritten letter to my parents in France telling them that I might win the national championships in cross country and that they better make their way over to Winneconne, Wisconsin to watch me race. No pressure. Sure enough, I got a stress fracture a couple weeks later, and was unsure if I was going to race. The team that year was really strong, and we decided to just go for it. Goldhammer told me that I was important to the team, like regardless of how well I ran, and I just really believed that. And I was like, I'm gonna give it what I have and like really believe that I can show up for the team. And sure enough, we went out to Wisconsin, and that year we finished 4th. I was far from winning the national championship, but I placed for the team, and just like I realized at that point that like that victory with the team was way more like important than any like other record that I set or like win that I had. And just I have this like memory still of that like team huddle we had at the end of the race, and just holding each other and like having done something that the team hadn't done before. And that was just something really special, that kind of I still hold on to today. So that was something like definitely one of the highlights. So then after that, I ended up having this extra year of eligibility, where that year that Goldhammer told me I was too late to run on CMS. So I managed to get a scholarship at Colorado State to do a master's degree there. And I'm not sure what I was expecting, but CMS did not prepare me for the fact that a lot of people, when there's money involved, don't do it for the joy of running. And that kind of really hit home when I got there. I realized that I think the best part of that experience running Division I overall was pretty underwhelming, coming from this special team. But I think the best part of it was that it really allowed me to get perspective on really how special CMS is, and like the value of this team, and that really, like, I believe that everyone who's been a part of this team does it. They don't show up at 6 a.m., because they don't want to be there. And I think that is just like something Goldhammer really like instilled in this team, is like finding the joy and the fun and the 1,000 loops and the due days and just all the little like special quirky moments, and just like the meaning of having a really connected group and community. And so I just want to like thank all of you for being such a big part of my life still today. There's like rarely a day where I don't think of someone on the team, or like someone comes up. A couple of weeks ago, I found out that one of my patients works with Jen Lair, who was on the cross country team. So just there's every day there's something about my day or my interactions that like come back to my experiences on the team and how great those were. So thanks for letting me share, and excited to hear what everyone else has to say.
I want to applaud into the microphone because that's one of my pet peeves. But Jen, thank you so much. What a fantastic display of, I don't know, kind of all of our love for CMS. And I think, you really exemplify that, and try not to get choked up here, but yeah, geez, great to hear from you. And I think, when you talk about the little things that we do, I think one of the biggest little things that we do as a team is this crazy Tahoe trip that we've been going on for who knows how many years. And actually, it's not a trivia question later because we don't actually know the answer. So if anybody knows when the first Tahoe trip was and wants to get in touch with us, so we can, if there is like another one of these, like who knows, maybe a track team meeting or whatever, and wants to tell the story of the first Tahoe trip, get in touch with us because people would love to know, and we don't. Anyway, so when I was a senior or going into my senior year, sometime in 2003 to 2007. Okay, well that's already we're on the path to success here. Big Bear in 1987. Okay. Anyway, okay, we'll figure that out later. Anyway, we'll keep this rolling. So the next speaker and I actually were kind of the co-planners of the Tahoe trip our senior year, and oh man, okay, chat's going crazy. We'll figure that out in a second. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we planned Tahoe together. We had a great time, and oh geez, I keep getting lost here. It's so exciting learning the history of the. Anyway, okay, I gotta focus. So anyway, so this, even though, okay, so Aubrey and I planned Tahoe together, but since today is a day more of introductions than of like ultimate experiences, here to talk about her first experiences on the team is the captain of the 2012 Athenas team that got third in the country. I believe our best team finish ever. Stags and Athenas, please welcome, with a very bizarre introduction, Aubrey Zimmerling.
Oh, thank you. Rafer, this literally just occurred to me, but I remember Tahoe, our senior year, we were both on the East Coast for the summer, and like a cold, like not like cold temperature, like sickness swept through, and we both caught it. So when we got to Tahoe, we were both sick, and we made my car the quarantine car for all of the sick people. And so we made quarantining cool before COVID. Yeah, little did we know. First of all, super cool that there are 102 participants on this, and I'm like scrolling through the screens, and it's so awesome just to see people that I was on the team with. And then of course, those familiar faces where even though you weren't on the team at the same time as that person, you guys have showed up consistently to reunion events or coming out to nationals to see us or regionals. And so it's just really awesome to see familiar faces. When we were first brainstorming this idea in December, we were going around and sharing memories as well. And when it got to me, I realized that like everyone had taken my top memories. One of mine was, as Jen was mentioning, I got to run with Jen for 3 years, culminating with our 4th and 3rd place finishes was amazing. Tahoe was up there. And so I was like, well, I only have one other story in my back pocket, and I'm just going to tell it against my better judgment. And now I'm going to tell it in front of 102 people. So if we go back to the summer of 2009, I Googled some things to like remember, like, what was it like in 2009? So just to like refresh everyone's memories, Obama was in his first year of presidency. That was crazy. The iPhone was on its 3rd version. We only had iPhone 3 at that point. And Lady Gaga had just put out Poker Face, and I thought it was a terrible song. And I was like, this lady's not going anywhere. So just to like bring us all back to where we were in 2009. Oh, I saw The Hangover that summer with my friends. But I was not like a really serious runner in high school. I had always done swimming. And so I was doing running in college as like kind of like a whim. I had never done summer training before. I had never met Goldhammer. I had never talked to Goldhammer. He did call my house one time. I missed his call. And when I tried to call him back, I realized I could not because he called me on a calling card. So I was like, okay, well, we came down from Tahoe. That was my first time coming to campus. So there was a lot of like, didn't get to present myself in the best way. So in summer training, you have to do that like 4th of July 5K and like August 10K. And when I signed up for the 5K, I still don't know how I made this mistake, but I somehow signed up for a 5-mile race, not a 5K. And I like encouraged my dad to do this with me, who was very angry with me afterwards. And I didn't realize that it was 5 miles until I hit the 4-mile mark. And I was like, oh my God. So when I emailed Goldhammer, like, hey, so like, I didn't really do a 5K, but I think I had this split at the 5K mark. And he's like, okay. And then when it came time to do the 10K in August, there weren't a lot of options. And I picked one in like Nederland, Colorado. I'm from Denver. It's right outside Boulder. So we drive up and my mom comes to me and she's like, did you take a look at the start? And I was like, no, why? And she goes, you're literally running up a ski slope. And I was like, oh, okay. So I did my first trail race unintentionally, and it was really fun and I had a great time, but my time was terrible. Like it took me like an hour to get up and down a mountain. So again, I email him and I'm like, hey, so I did a 10K, but funny story, just some casual mountains. So I don't really know if my time is any good. And he sends me back. I send him like this full paragraph email, right? I'm like this like really antsy 18-year-old. And he just sends me back a 1-line response that just says, I'm concerned about your awareness of life, period. And I was like, okay, so this is the impression that I've made on this man, and this is how I'm starting my college career. So if any of you have had similar lovely Goldhammer one-liners, we should maybe start a club and post our favorite lines. If you're worried that you have ruined a first impression with someone, don't worry, it can turn out okay. Overall, I developed a wonderful relationship with Goldhammer. He's a super important person in my life. I still talk to him today. And I'm very, very thankful that I decided to switch sports and give it a try in college and not be turned away by that email. So thank you all for listening to my story.
Thanks, Aubrey. That's hilarious. Yeah, there's some great, even on the workout sheets, just some really great comments that like, bring depends. It's like, what does that mean? Turns out bring diapers because the workouts can be really hard. Who knew, Anyway, okay, so thank you, Aubrey. It's great to hear that. And so our final story for today I think I'm not actually sure what this is going to be about, but one thing that it might be about. I'm just guessing here. I know that one of the other things that makes our program and really Claremont in general special is that we have the best rivalry pretty much I can possibly imagine, right? So it's like you can have classes with kids, eat meals at them, see them at the library, and then beat the crap out of them on Saturday mornings, right? So I think that's the best thing about having like a team like Pomona Pizzers that, and I know they did pretty well at the most recent nationals, but I think having a team like that we can be competitive with, having that rivalry is really special. I have no idea if that's what Thomas is actually going to talk about, but here to give a PowerPoint presentation, yeah, fancy, the big time, is the school 5K record holder, the third individual in cross country in 2019 in the entire country at nationals, in Mongolia. Actually, what do they call you in Mongolia? Do they have like a nickname for you? Or are you just Thomas? Anyway, Stags and Athenas, please welcome Thomas Stenari.
Hey everyone, I'm Thomas. I'm here with my roommate Wilson. We just graduated. I've been reflecting a lot about my time at CMS basically ever since graduation. I figured the best use of my time would be to give everyone a refresher on Econ 50. So I'm going to share my screen here. So we have, this is the Economics of Friendship. It's by me. And I just made this morning. So basically, when you graduate, which is what just happened to me, it's difficult to stay in touch with your friends because the cost becomes a lot higher. So in college, you can see my graph here, you have a lot of friends because it's really easy to see them. And there's the people you're kind of friends with, you still get to see them. And once you graduate, like I did, you sort of start to narrow your circle. And you just see your close friends because it's not as easy as just walking out into North Quad or seeing someone at the dining hall. And so you really have to pare down that circle to the group of people you care about most. And then finally, in a global pandemic, which is what we're in right now, you really have to tighten that circle down into the people that, because the cost of seeing people is so high or spending time with people is so high, you've got to make sure that it's the people that matter the most to you. And so I've been sort of looking around when I thought about this, and both of my roommates are my teammates. My girlfriend is on the CMS team. I spent my graduation living in a house with people on the team. I spent the summer living with other teammates. And I just went surfing this morning with a few other guys who are on the team. And basically, I had friends who were in my classes, and then I had friends who, I lived with, and I had my friends on the team. But now, one of the nice things about the pandemic is that it's really showed us who are the people that matter the most to you, what are the things that matter the most to you, and allowed you to prioritize that. And for me, at the same time as graduating, I've come to realize that it's really my CMS teammates that are the ones who have stuck it out with me, and I've seen the most through the pandemic. And so I think that this Zoom is actually sort of a microcosm for what I'm getting at here, which is that we could be doing anything on our Saturday mornings, but I'm seeing D West from Harvey Mudd 1965, and he's decided to, after all these years, come in and spend it with us. And I could have, you have a lot of people that you interact with and that you work with and all that sort of thing, but we've all decided to take this time to spend it with each other. And I found that as I really have to focus on the people and the experiences that matter most to me since graduating and since we've all been in this pandemic, I surround myself more and more with my CMS teammates every single day. And so although this has been a really difficult time, just graduation in general and moving forward, and also being in this pandemic, it's really helped give me some clarity on that. And I'm just really grateful that I got to be a part of a group that I've been able to share that experience with. And I bet a lot of you can relate to this sort of coalescing around your teammates even after you graduate. And I'm looking forward to continuing to build those relationships going forward.
Thanks so much, Thomas. Fantastic PowerPoint. We'll give I shouldn't clap, but you guys should clap. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, clap for me. Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Thomas. What a fantastic, yeah, I mean, it all comes down to, yeah, friendship. I don't know. It's a fantastic team we have. It's a really, really special thing. And yeah, and thanks to D for being here. Geez, a round of applause for D. I think you win the award for coming the farthest in time to meet us here. And yeah. So those are, I hope you enjoyed the CMS stories. I think we just heard 3 fantastic stories. Hopefully, I don't know about hopefully for everybody else, but for me personally, hopefully, we could have another one of these for track. We could have hopefully we'll have an in-person alumni event in the fall. But hearing these stories is really fun. So if anybody else has stories they really want to share, maybe get in touch with me and we can coordinate these going forward. But I say that without, and I see everybody like Mike Sutton's like, oh, really? But anyway, so I know that it was a ton of work to put this together. So who knows if we'll do more of these, but I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are having a good time. Speaking of good times, who's ready for some trivia? We got some thumbs up. We got some hands raised. Oh yeah, let's go, Bennett. All right, let's see. How do I do this? Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. So, okay, there's a really important thing here, which is that, okay, so first of all, play if you want, don't play if you want. If you're gonna trash talk, please keep it to the chat. We're gonna keep everyone on mute. We're gonna go to Kahoot, which is like this newfangled technology kind of thing, like, I don't know, after my time. And you're gonna need a secondary device. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put the questions on the screen. It's gonna be on my screen, and then you on your phone or whatever. You can't see it because of the thing. I'll put it in front of my face. You'll take your phone and I should actually show it. One sec. Okay, so here we go. So we see the Kahoot. So we're gonna go to this website, www.kahoot.it. And it should prompt you so that you can look at the questions. When you go to this website and enter your PIN, Adam Coleman's first. All right. Yeah, okay. People are already signing in. So you sign in, you put the PIN in, and then I think you have to hit submit. Oh, you have to pick a name, right? Once we get a lot of names up, we can have up to 200 people. So everybody should fit. If you don't want to play, totally no problem. And then how it's going to work, there's going to be a question. I'm going to read it out, say some funny things if I can think of them. Yeah, okay, now we're flooding in. And then the answer choices, there's going to be 4 answer choices, and they're going to be color-coded. So you won't necessarily see the answer choices on your little device. You might only see a little red box, a little green box, and yellow and blue, I think. And so whichever answer corresponds with the answer you think is correct, you choose that answer. So far, so good. If you have any questions about this, I think our expert and also our trivia, the creator of this trivia challenge, Matilda Masal, is in the chat with to answer any of your questions. And maybe she'll play too and beat the crap out of you guys. Who knows? But let's see. What else do we need to know? Oh, so you get you get points not only on your accuracy. To get points, you have to get the question correct, obviously, but you get bonus points for being faster than everybody else. So not only do you have to know, quickly. Let's see. Anything else I'm forgetting here? If for some reason you're having trouble, it's okay if you start late. You just will miss the first couple questions. Man, okay. Seems like people are into it. This is exciting. Are we pumped up for some trivia? Gotta love it. Okay. Let's see here. So I believe the first 9 questions are going to be, we're going to show you a map and you got to tell us what run it is. Big time. And there's going to be some runs from across the history of our great team. So there are definitely some runs that I never did. And I imagine that's true. Leroy Jenkins. Okay, sweet. That's just funny. So there might be runs you haven't seen. That's going to be the first 9 questions. I believe, let's see, the next 11 questions are just general team questions. And then the final 5 is going to be a lightning round, get to know Coach Marina. So stay tuned for that. We're still having a few people. Ooh, Goldhammer's in the Kahoot. Geez, we got some big dogs in here. Okay, we got D in there. I think maybe, okay, we'll see if now we went down a person. So I'm just gonna get started here. I'm gonna move this over there. Are we ready? Oh, we got one more. Okay. I think we're just gonna go for it. Here we go. Ooh, real Goldhammer. Okay. I think that's a sign of the times right now. Final version, CMS trivia. 3, 2, ready, set, go. Name that run. Question number 1. What is this run? You might have to zoom in here. Is it Mother Hill, Baldy Run, the Bridge to Nowhere, or the PCT? You got 10 seconds left. You can see Lookout Mountain, Sugarloaf Peak, Telegraph Peak. 2 seconds, 1 second. What is it? Ooh, the Bridge to Nowhere. A lot of guesses for Mother Hill. It's actually not Mother Hill. Don't we usually start? I mean, I remember when I had to run Mother Hill, we had to start all the way back at school. That was like the worst. In first place, Laura B, winning 2 points above Goose. Whew. Close one. All right. It's only a first question, though. Question number 2. Name that run number 2. Here we go. What is this run? Is it Live Oak, Walnut Creek, Euclid, or the Centripetal Force Run? Let's see. Ooh, we see the San Dimas Canyon Golf Course over there, where the San Dimas 10 hard ends. That was always a good one, right? A good late season cross country 10 hard or 8 hard. Who got it? Ooh, Live Oak, 65. A lot of people got it was Live Oak. But the question is, who got it the fastest? Ooh, Laura B's been dethroned. Oh, but still in second place. Goose is now in first place. We got some quick fingers there between Goose and Laura. Awesome. Ooh, DMX in fourth. Question number 3. Okay, we got another name that run. Who knows what this run is? Is it Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, the Baldy Run, Up the Hill Run, or the PCT? Hard to even tell like what's going on here. It's a good thing I'm not playing because I would be doing terribly. I don't know any of this. We got 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. 83 answers. 88. How are there? Oh, because more people answered. A lot of people knew that was the Baldy Run. No kidding. Don't hit end game. Okay. Any lead changes? Ooh, Laura B's back in first. We got Leroy Jenkins moving up. Goldhammer in the top 5. God, it's like calling a horse race. This is great. Name that run number 4. Is this Dam Dam, the Arcadia Hook Run, the Azusa Triangle, or Benelli? Geez, it sounds like being a pirate back in the day. What's going on here, folks? 6 seconds left. Remember, you got to be quick. Got to be quick. Got to be quick. Dam Dam. Not a very popular choice, though. Let's see if... Ooh, Laura B is on fire. Russell's in second. Let's go, Russell. We got Megan in third. Nemo in fourth. Is that Brad? We got Riley in fifth. Man, some real lead changes. It's close at the top, y'all. Name that run number 5. Is this the world's longest sobriety test, the Krispy Kreme half marathon, the Rancho Run, or the ice cream run? One of these answers is not wrong. But we'll see which answer is right in just a second. It is actually the oh my gosh, it's the Krispy Kreme half marathon. Most of you knew that. Yeah, it's like you get donuts at the end. What could be better? That was a great question, Matilda. Can we just give Matilda a round of applause for this fantastic first round of trivia? Riley has a streak of 4 correct answers in a row, and Megan up to the top, 3,200 points. My gosh, almost 33. Name that run number 6. Big old square. Is it the 4.5 mile time trial, the Tour de Claremont, Scripstown, or the Rectangle Run? Who knows? What's it going to be? I mean, there's a big clue here if you look closely, but who has time for that? We got to be fast. Ooh, some people thought it was the 4.5 mile time trial because it is also a big square. Turns out it's Scripstown. Should we show media? I wonder if that'll, yeah, okay. See, Town Boulevard, Town Avenue, right there. The 4.5 mile time trial is like over here, right? Oh no, it's over. I don't even know where it is. My gosh, that's a bad sign. Oh, it starts. Oh, where am I? Okay, I'm just embarrassing myself. We're gonna keep going. Ooh, Megan building a commanding lead. Russell in second place. Let's go, Russ. Riley in third. Jonathan in fourth. Goose in fifth. Name that run. Only a couple name that runs left. What is this? Is this the Camping Loop, the Airport Run, Live Oak, or Benelli? I'll give you a hint. This is an airport over here. Am I allowed to give hints? I don't know. There's some good censorship going on here. That would make it go a little anyway. Oh yeah, most people know it's Benelli. We love Benelli, right? I mean, I guess there's a lot of ways to go in Benelli, but that's kind of the classic. Ooh, Riley moving up to second place. Let's keep going. Okay, name that run. Number 8. I think this is the penultimate name that run. Is this top of world, top of mountain, top of Laguna Beach, or top of town? For a long time when I was running, I thought top of mountain made no sense and it should be called top of the mountain. But it also didn't make sense because we didn't go to the top of the mountain. But then I realized top of mountain is called top of mountain because it starts at the top of Mountain Avenue. Go figure. But this is actually the top of world run. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am because I'm having a blast. This is great. You guys are doing great. Even if you're not showing up in this top 5, you're doing a fantastic job. Even if you got 0 correct so far, which is, I guess I would have gotten the Benelli one. Ooh, Russell's on fire. Let's go. Megan's still winning. Riley's in second. Jonathan in fourth. Ryan Jones moves up to fifth. I'm assuming about some people's names here. Final name that run question. Ooh, what is this one? Some squiggles. So I don't know if these are Strava maps or what. Is it Tour de Parks, the PCT, Scripstown? It's probably, I mean, look, it's probably not Scripstown, y'all. We already did that one. Or Indian Hill intervals. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tour de Parks. A lot of people got that. Nice one. I mean, I guess it makes sense because that's all the squiggles. You go to the park. You guys are doing great. This is fantastic. Ooh, Megan's still winning. Ooh, only 50 points up on Riley. It's close, y'all. Russell's in third. All right, we got some real questions. What do you do when you reach the bridge to nowhere? Do you go to nowhere, measure the distance from the bridge deck down to the river, turn around, or bungee jump? Again, this is one. I mean, I think this is a more of a historical team run. I never went on the bridge to nowhere, but sounds pretty awesome. I believe this is an actual picture. Correct answer is measure the. Ooh, only 3 people got it. Brutal. Yeah, turn around. I guess you could turn around if it doesn't go anywhere, but and not so many bungee jumpers either. No lead changes, mostly probably because people had trouble with that one. What do you do if you are being okay? So just to set the scene for this question, imagine you're running on a trail that had a big old close sign on it, and you know, like we do, and you hear a voice that says, "Stop! You kids, who are you? What are you doing?" Of course, you say, "My name is Alex Johnson. My coach is Tony Boston, and I run for Pomona Pitzer Colleges on the dark, sweaty underside of 6th Street." Almost everybody got that. Okay, so thank you, everybody. We all know what we're supposed to be doing. Excellent. No lead changes on that. That was pretty fast. Okay, question number 12. In the first Women's Kayak XC Championship, how many team members were used to compute a team score? Was it 2, 3, 4, or 7? You might notice that the number that we use currently, 5, is not even an answer. So what's it going to be? So I believe, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this was 1977. Turns out the correct answer, only 2 runners. I believe that there were only 11 runners in the actual race in the first ever Kayak Women's XC Championship. And I believe 2 of our runners are also in the CMS Hall of Fame. So like, what's the Shakespeare quote? Though she be but little, she is fierce. We had some fierce kids, right? I know Shakespeare, right? What the heck? Anyway, hard question. Only 2 people got it right. Congratulations to the 2 people who got it right. Bonus points in the chat if you know who those 2 athletes for us in the Hall of Fame were. Up 20 places, we got a big climber. What was the last race CMS ran in Benelli Park? All of these are before I was born. Was it the 1989 Western Regionals, the 1989 Kayak Championships, the 1990 West Regionals, or the 1990 Kayak Championships? See, we gotta make sure all the young kids don't run away with this from have faster hands here. Turns out 1990 West Regionals, a bunch of people actually got that. You know, hopefully they knew that and it wasn't just lucky guessing. But yeah, 1990 West Regionals held at Benelli Park. Big time. Ooh, Taquito up to first place. A little bit of a lead change, first lead change in a while. Sorry, Megan. Who is the Dinger Loop named after? When I first saw this question, I guessed John Dinger, which was wrong. Was it a CMS runner, Coach Goldhammer's grandmother, famous, a friend of Coach Goldhammer, or a Pomona runner? The Dinger Loop, of course, is the back part of Prado, ran once by the women and twice by the men. A 2K loop, a CMS runner. It turns out it was named after Alan Scholdinger. So Mr. Scholdinger, thank you. A bunch of people actually got that. Nice job. Oh, another lead change. Evan up to first place. And Roxy in fifth. Where did the team traditionally sleep on the night before the Nation Ball Classic? I mean, this is a much better question than how was the food the night before the Nation Ball Classic, which is, I can tell you, nowhere near Collins. Oops, hit the wrong button there. On a dance room floor, most people, well, not most, but a lot of people got that one. I think we have maybe fond to semi-fond memories of that dance room floor with all the mirrors, but it's a great time to just hang out. Everybody's in their sleeping bags, goofing off, coach yelling at all of us. Taquito back into first place. Megan back in second. Ooh. Oh, Zorgan Jacob. Geez, class of 2016 coming to party. What day do you eat at Frary Dining Hall for breakfast? Is it every day, Mondays, Fridays, or never? I'll tell you, when I was in school, Frary was open half an hour later than everybody else. So if you were like me and tended to sleep in a little bit, sometimes it was the only option rather than the option, if you know what I mean. Let's see, what do we got here? Ooh, I guess they were all correct, so everybody got points. It was just whoever was the fastest. So you know, I obviously have a preference there. Ooh, Taquito still in first place. No lead changes in the top 5. How do you pronounce? I shouldn't give it away. How do you pronounce this? Is it OYO, OYO, on your own, or do you just not know? I mean, you gotta know. Can't just IDK your way through life. That's no fun. Turns out there's 3 correct answers. Like I said, you can't just not know. I gave you the answer, folks. Come on, you had to get that one. Okay, well, so I want to make the person who got that one wrong feel bad. You're all doing great. Everybody's doing fantastic. Ooh, some lead changes. DFF into third place. Russell back on the top 5. Ooh, we're getting close to the end, folks. What does BC stand for? Before Christ, Bauer Center, Birth Control, or Boston College? You gotta love that East Coast shout out. I'm not on this list is the BC Cafe, which I went once and had like a waffle pile this high that was mostly whipped cream, and I felt really bad afterwards. But some mistakes you only have to make once. The answer, of course, Bauer Center. I believe the team has been meeting there recently since the construction of the new, what is it called, Roberts Pavilion, as opposed to just meeting in the little room there with the terribly hard floor and all the trophies and everything. Okay, I think we got one more multiple choice question. Ooh, some lead changes. Jacob back in the top 5. All right. How many times, the second to last question. How many times have the Athenas and Stags qualified for the NCAA championships as a team? If anybody knows this off the top of their heads, I'd be really impressed. Because I don't. And I used to know quite a bit about the history of this team. Just because, you know, I'm a procrastinator. Instead of doing my homework, I would just go on the CMS history webpage. And that was like my life for 4 years. Which probably tells you all you need to know about me. Turns out the Athenas have gone to nationals as a team 22 times. 18 for the Stags. We're doing pretty well, y'all. We're doing a great job. A lot of people got that one. That was a tricky question. I wouldn't have gotten it. Okay, we got one final multiple choice question. Ooh, a lead change. Roxy's up to first place. Dingy in second. Taquito in third. Evan in fourth. It is a horse race, folks. Megan's in fifth. Who's going to come out the winner? Well, we got one more multiple choice. How many times have the Athena Stags placed in the top 10 as a team at the NCAA National Championships? I'll give you a hint. So let's see. My final cross country season, my senior year, was 2012. In that season, we got 11th. So not out of the top 10. And that was our best finish ever. So anything, any stag top 10 performances have come since 2012, which is extremely impressive that it's any of these numbers. Turns out 7 top 10 appearances for the Athenas, 3 for the Stags. Again, all those in the last 8 years. I think we're really coming together. Coach Marina, you're taking over a great program here, and we're excited to see what you do. And speaking of Coach Marina, we got 5 true or false questions. You guys ready for the lightning round? How well do you know our new coach? Oops. Oh, we got the horse race part. This is the best part. Roxy's still winning. Ooh, a commanding lead. 607. I can't do math. Oh, you're winning. It's great. Eddie's in second. Jason's in third. Jacob H is in fourth, and Bronx is in fifth. But I know it's close. Okay, true or false? Coach Marina has 3 kids. Is it 3? Who knows? I mean, I guess most people do. True or false? Coach Marina has 3 kids. Oh, it's true. Coach, what are their names real quick?
Hold on. Mila, Arlo, and Bowie.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to meet them. We had about a 50-50 split. But it turns out Coach Marina does have 3 kids that we're really excited to have them be part of the CMS family. They're probably going to smoke everybody in the good old, what do you call it, Munchkin 50. But, that's a risk we're willing to take. All right, Roxy's still winning. Eddie in second, Bronx in third, Dinky in fourth, Evan in fifth. Another true or false? Coach Marina played soccer before joining a track club. True or false? Soccer. What do we think? And let's also remember that Marina is an Olympian in the 1500 meters. The answer was false. It turns out she told me before that she played volleyball before starting track and field. So it was another sport. But yeah, a good quickness sport, jumping up and down. Ooh, Taquito's back in the second. Beebs in fourth. Russell in fifth. 3 questions left, folks. True or false? Coach Marino's favorite meet is pen relays. Pen relays. I wonder if CMS ever competed at pen relays. I kind of doubt it. It is true. She told me that her highlight memory of pen relays was her senior year at Villanova. She won the DMR. Like straight up, that's a huge meet. She won the DMR. That's like crazy. Is that not crazy? That's crazy to me. That's a big meet. That's a big deal. Okay, we got 2 questions left. Ooh, okay, it's close to the top. Roxy might have a commanding lead here. Taquito's making a bid. True or false? Coach Marina was born in Yugoslavia. True or false? What do we think? 6, 5, 4. Oh, it's like Jeopardy. I should play the Jeopardy music. Except you can't play music over Zoom, right? It's true. Ooh, a trick question. Coach Marina, of course, was the Serbian national record holder in the 1500 meters, but was actually born in Yugoslavia. So, trick question. We got some of you, but some of you also got it. 50-50, it looks like. Okay, we ready for oh, wait, we got to do the leader. Ooh, Roxy's still in first place. Beebs in second, Russell in third, Jonathan in fourth, and Bronx in fifth. I wish you could see the whole thing. Brandi making a comeback with 3 in a row. Final question of trivia. Hope you guys are having a good time. Coach Marina is a hugger. Ooh, this is such an important question because when we finally all meet in person, the question is, do we go for the hug? Do we not go for the hug? Oh, who knows? But soon your questions will be answered. Do we go for it? Do we not go for it? A head scratcher. I'm scratching my head. What's it going to be? Ooh, a lot of people didn't get it. Just shake her hand, folks, or give her a friendly wave, not a hugger. You can hug me. Hug me. I love hugs. I love everybody. But just shake Coach Marina's hand. Okay, so that one was false. Thank you guys so much for trivia. We're going to see the leaders in the podium. The best part. Beebs in third with 14,916 points. In second place, Jonathan. And in first place, who's it going to be? 16,734 points. Roxy wins it. 20 out of 25 correct questions. Russell got 4th, Bronx in 5th. Really, really well played, everybody. I hope you had a great time. I had a great time. I think if I hit next, it does something weird. So I'm just gonna stop sharing. But great job, everybody. We know if you didn't know stuff about CMS, hopefully we learned some stuff. So I certainly learned a lot of things, and I'm really proud of everybody. And yeah, great job.